wasn't born to be hateful. I was raised to be grateful. Not grateful, but grateful. So for my
Infinity War. Did you see it, sir?
I have not.
Motherfucker. Did you see it?
Come on now, why you asking me that?
I know you to see it. Did you even see Black Panther yet?
No, man.
God damn, man.
Bro, I'm not really big on movies like that. Like, I just see it when I see it. I'm not really, I gotta see this. I'm not really big on stuff like that.
All right, we're gonna accomplish two things with this topic.
I know it happened.
Right.
Like, people, you can tell me the whole movie. I'm good with it. I'll still watch it if I'm interested. But I've heard what happens. It's sad.
You too?
Yeah, I was at
now,
I heard it in the barbershop.
All right, of course, barbershop talk.
I was about to say, did your barber had it playing?
So before we get into the actual movie review, and this going to be a very quick review. So spoiler alert, it's coming within the next few minutes. First, let's talk about the backlash. So here's the backlash. People are really, really upset. Actually, spoiler alert right now. Black Panther allegedly dies.
He doesn't die. He disappears.
He dies. He's dead. Allegedly.
He disappeared, man. He's just
For
hiding.
people who have been following the Marvel movies, MCU, the comic books. Well, actually, it doesn't follow the fucking comic book. But
some of it does.
Let's use some common sense. Okay? Let's use some common sense.
Right.
They're already geared up for a sequel. Spider-Man also dies. They're already geared up for they're already geared for a fucking sequel.
That's my nigga.
So
well, he's your dead nigga now.
And don't call Spider-Man that. Okay? His name is Peter Parker. Be respectful. So here's the fucking backlash. The backlash is the fact that Black Panther wasn't very prominent in this movie. You can tell from the trailer that a lot of it happens in actual Wakanda. That wasn't true. A very significant portion of the movie takes place in the setting of Wakanda. However, under the assumption of what you see in the trailer and the run that Black Panther did with 1.3 billion worldwide or some shit, setting all fucking types of records, taking over Titanic as the #2 movie domestically in the United States of America. Like, they did big shit. And the beauty of Marvel and Disney, God, they're fucking geniuses. The beauty of them, what they did is that they knew once Black Panther blew up to those proportions that you shouldn't take too long, and they actually released Infinity War a week earlier than it was supposed to be released.
Right.
And so now they're doing crazy fucking numbers. But the backlash is that Black Panther is not much in the movie. And so, I mean, I'm Afrocentric. I'm very pro-Black. But I see things, for what they actually are. And so people are saying, they wasn't going to let Black Panther, the only real black superhero that we have out there of prominence, shout out to Luke Cage, but of prominence, they weren't going to let him have that run. Like, they had to kill him off. Like, almost on some, racist shit. Like, first of all, people, please understand, Black Panther, in its originality, the original form of comic book, was created by 2 white men in a time where fucking civil rights were going on.
Right.
Like, that's unheard of. Black Panther is not the creation of a black militant man, even though it's called, Black Panther. And, there's a whole nother, we could do a whole show or maybe a Super Facts episode on the Black Panther Party versus Black Panther, the comic book. Okay? And we could definitely do that. So maybe that's an idea. It's not a race car issue. And for the record, again, Black Panther, and as Tyler was saying, he's not fucking dead. It's the appearance that he's dead.
Oh, okay.
But
Thanks
go to the fucking comic books.
Read the damn comic.
Do some research, or just use common sense. Disney, Marvel have already confirmed there will be a Black Panther 2. So now and I was talking to my wife about this, and this is going to be a show, not today, but this is going to be a show. The women empowerment movement, women, queens, we fucking love y'all. We love y'all, and we support y'all. But it's getting to the point with women empowerment that it's like, do y'all even want us in this motherfucker? Do we need to go find our own Wakanda and literally leave y'all ass? Because it feels like it's so trendy right now.
Right.
It's so trendy right now that this is what they are saying, online at least. Black Panther 2 should be all about the women. All about the women. So if you
What's
know,
the logic behind it?
Well, if you know the comic book, if you know the original story, at one point Shuri, his sister, very intelligent sister, takes over as Black Panther. She puts the suit on.
Right. Okay.
And she kicks ass with doing it. But in the comic, she's doing that because he's in a fucking coma. But if y'all asses seen the first one, you would see they're not following the comic book, you know, step by step. They got to change some shit. Okay? So, stop.
Got to make it more appealing.
It needs to be Chad Boswick. It needs to be him. Okay? He's not dead. He's coming back. We got a sequel coming.
Surprise.
But we're going to have to wait a fucking year because the Avengers won't come back until 2019. They got Captain Marvel up after they do the, what's the ant shit? Ant-Man and the Wasp or...
I'm not really checking for that movie.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
either.
I
I'm actually
don't
probably
really
not
care
going to the
about
movie
Ant-Man.
theater. The first one was actually funny. It was
Really?
good. Shout out to T.I. T.I. was in it. But I'm probably not going to see that shit.
Shout out to my Fire Stick. That'll definitely be getting one of those.
Shout out to 123 Movies.
That too.
Big shout out
I'll be
to
on that.
123
I don't use it
movies.
frequently, but I'll use it for some shit that I don't 100% stand behind. All right. Quick movie review. You guys haven't seen the shit. The movie is really, really good, despite the spoilers we just gave you. That happened at the end. But the movie is really, really dope. I think it's important that you see this because the next, besides the Ant-Man shit, the next 3 or 4 movies afterwards all tie into this, including the next Avengers movie.
I'll go see it sometime this week.
Yeah, check it out. All right, let's get into America's bigotry. Oh, we got some shit. Did you guys see the video at the University of Florida?
I didn't. I heard about it. But
Yeah, I heard about it.
So the University of Florida, there was a professor there. He was working as a marshal. He aggressively pulled Black and Latino students off of stage during graduation for their excessive celebration. Reminds me of a certain football league. Nevertheless.
Yeah.
So Blacks and Latinos were grabbed, pushed by a professor for posing for pictures and dancing. With the exception of one white female, there were white graduates who were dancing, doing some damn Florida Gator stomp or some shit they call it.
the Trump thing?
Yeah, whatever the hell it's called. And he didn't do anything with them. It was one white female who was aggressively, almost pushed off a stage. But the rest of them were all Black and Latino. So I'm not sure what his motivation was. The university's president flew out to, no, actually I'm thinking of a different story. He didn't fly out, but he did issue a public apology. And he did reach out to each one of those students who were grabbed and pushed off stage. It did say on the university website, as far as commencement protocol, it didn't say anything about how long students had. So it wasn't like, look, your ass got 15 seconds, grab your shit, shake his hand, take a picture, get the hell off stage. Didn't say anything like that. And the professor, again, his job was as a marshal to make eye contact with the graduates and to let them know, and actually I remember this from my first degree from graduating, that, the stairs, a lot of people almost fall the fuck off the stairs. So he let you know, like, hey, watch out, there's stairs right there. Be careful, hold on to the rail. Because there were several people during my graduation at Tennessee State University who almost fucking fell. Actually, I think somebody did fall. And I had on slippery shoes. I could have fell, but I'm so Black Panther with it, my cat-like reflexes caught, and I was good.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
Facts. Anyways, his ass is placed on administrative leave.
Paid?
Paid.
Paid?
Of course. Yeah, he's getting paid.
Of course. Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
paid, young hitter, get. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Dolph. Dolph again. Maybe we will play some Dolph next week. American Airlines. Did you guys see this story? Brittany
Wait.
Oswell.
Okay, never mind. I saw something fucking hilarious. But go ahead.
About Brittany Oswell?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was on Spirit Airlines, but
Okay.
carry on.
Okay. So fucking Brittany Oswell. So this is what happened. Her and her husband got married 2016. They were coming from their honeymoon from Hawaii. They were going back home. Okay. I think they stay in the Dallas, Texas area. She became dizzy. She fainted. She woke up, went to the bathroom on the plane. She collapsed in the bathroom.
Yeah.
She vomited and defecated all over herself.
The hell?
So let me explain that again. First, she was dizzy and fainted. Everybody came to her aid. There was a doctor on board. She got back up. She was good. Just need to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She collapsed again. And if you've ever been on an airplane bathroom, you know how fucking small that shit is.
Yeah.
Where
Small as hell.
as she's falling out, she's throwing up and she's using it all over herself.
Damn.
The medical doctor on the plane informed the flight crew to land the plane to get proper medical treatment for her. Okay? They're about an hour and away from their destination, which was the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. Okay? So this is what American Airlines did. They had the medical doctor on board speak with the doctor for American Airlines over the radio or whatever. Okay? He explained the symptoms, explained that she had passed out twice, vomited, defecated all over herself, and then the medical doctor on board rushed back to her side because she passed out again and lost consciousness. So this is the third time. Okay? The pilot and his crew are speaking with the American Airlines physician over the radio or phone. Okay? They refuse to make an emergency landing, even though they could. They stayed in the air for another fucking 90 minutes. They
And this
tried
woman
to
has collapsed 3 times.
3 times, defecated and vomited on herself. And by the way, she's 25 years old. And otherwise, excellent health condition as far as everyone knows at that time. They used the AED machine. That's the shock shit. Okay, I got training on that, but I prayed to God I never have to actually use that on a kid because that training comes once every blue moon, and I might forget some shit. Same thing with CPR. I'm CPR trained, but it's not like I do that shit every week or every month.
Right.
So maybe that should be a lot more frequent where they force us to have to do that, or maybe that's just something I need to take upon myself as an educator and a parent. But anyways. So they tried to use the shock. It wasn't working. So they had to continue to give her CPR, and they gave her a dose of epinephrine.
Epinephrine.
The EpiPen. There we go.
EpiPen.
What does that do?
That's so usually people that have like allergic reactions to stuff, they usually give you an EpiPen. That'll kind of almost like a shot of adrenaline.
Is it?
It's not a shot of adrenaline, but it's almost basically
Almost
like that.
like
Yeah.
Is it through a needle?
Yes. It's like a little pin, pull it, pow, right into
her chest.
Well, they usually do it into like your leg, but I'm not sure if they do it into your chest.
Okay.
Maybe they do. Maybe that's something that they can do.
I'm not sure, but
usually it's into your leg. It's usually like right into your thigh.
So they did the CPR again for a whole 90 minutes because the shit didn't work. She still never regained consciousness. As soon as they landed in Dallas, she was taken to the closest hospital where she died.
Wow.
3 days later. Again, she was only 25 years old. She died from an acute embolism and an anoxic brain damage.
Wow.
Okay? So, they're being sued. And the family
should be because they didn't fucking land the plane.
Well, from something like that, that might not have even really helped her, to be honest. When she passed out that third time and didn't come back, the lack of oxygen to the brain is pretty much what killed her.
For a fucking hour and a half.
Well, I'm saying even if by the time they land the plane, that's still going to be at least another 20, 30 minutes
before they can get to.
Yeah, so I mean, it would have been a real tough call anyway. She probably would have still been brain dead. Because that's what it sounds like.
But here's the thing.
But now we'll never know.
Yeah. So is the inconvenience of making an emergency landing and having to spend all this money to get all this other shit going to get people to their proper destination. Are we saying the inconvenience is worth more than a human life?
It shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
Boy,
shouldn't be.
That's what it comes across as.
So here's the shit that pissed me off. American Airlines, their representative, published a statement and said you guys already know it, we're deeply saddened by this event. Yeah. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her family.
Was she on the plane by herself?
No, her husband was with her. They were coming from the honeymoon. So they just got fucking married. They're coming from their honeymoon. Imagine, you're in fucking love. You get married. You go to fucking Hawaii for your honeymoon. Some good loving in Hawaii. It's Hawaii. Drinking good, eating good.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. Hawaii's like the United States version of Wakanda. It's beautiful. And then your fucking wife dies.
That's real fucked up.
That's so fucked up. And the family, her family has said that, you know, they're not doing this because of money. They're doing this because American Airlines and other airlines need to change their fucking protocols.
This is the thing, though. They will land the plane for all kinds of other dumb shit.
They do.
For emergencies.
Oh, if we were on there yelling bomb, they'd land
exactly.
They would have landed, yeah.
Well,
or yelling.
Well, technically, they don't normally will do that. This is what happens if there's a bomb threat.
Are they going to tase your ass?
No. Normally, they'll call it in, and the Army will send a plane out. And I'm dead serious. No, I'm bullshit. I'm dead serious. They'll send out I think it's is it an F-16? Maybe it's some kind of fighter jet. I can't remember. And they will follow. They will stay close enough to if the threat is real, they will shoot the plane down.
What?
Okay, so let's change that. So if
you're gonna shoot the plane down
because look at it like this: is it worth killing a few hundred people on a plane or a bomb landing and killing a few thousand?
I get that. That makes sense. Okay, so that was a bad example. What if you yelled out that? What if you yelled
Not
out?
a real bomb. I got 12 ounces of shampoo I made on the plane, baby.
But what if you was just doing some just wild shit? Like, what if you was just doing some real nigga shit? Like, you just stood up and just start like rapping all DMX lyrics, like real loud.
Oh yeah, they gonna
they gonna land and barking and shit.
Usually on every plane they usually have a. See, I got a counterpoint for that.
What?
If you start barking and shit, usually there's a U.S. Marshal on every plane.
I know.
He'll probably bop your ass in the head, and they'll be like, "Carry on."
Yeah. But these bitches want from another. Okay.
Yeah.
Pow!
He'll wake back up.
Man, ever since 9/11 happened, I can't really see too much commotion. Somebody's knocking somebody the fuck out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So our actual thoughts and prayers go out to the family, and I hope you guys I know that's not your motive, your goal, but I hope you bankrupt American Airlines personally. Or if you don't bankrupt them, basically you own American Airlines. It's your
Well, American Airlines is technically owned by Delta now. They bought out American Airlines. Yeah, they still keep their name brand, but they're owned by Delta at this point.
Okay. So really the lawsuit is going to them.
Yep.
All right, moving on. So more America bigotry. Cops called on 3 black women after checking out of Airbnb. 3 black queens were checking out of an Airbnb in California. The lady who called the cops stated that the guests didn't wave or smile at her. As a result, she called the police, saying that she believes there's some suspicious activity going on next door, and 7 police vehicles pulled up as the ladies were toting their luggage to their rental vehicle. 7 fucking police cars.
All because they didn't wave at the bitch.
So they explained what was going on. Hey, we got an Airbnb. We're here. We went to this concert. We checking. We're going back home. We got to be at work Monday. Whatever the fuck. Cops didn't believe them.
Wait, what? You can't just look at my reservation?
Like, yeah, I got the email in my. It's on my phone. It's a smartphone. It's actually useful. I can just show you proof. I can even log into you can see my bank statement. Even see that Airbnb. Okay. Anyways. They were detained for 45 minutes. All because they didn't wave or say hi or appear or smile or appear friendly to this neighbor, elderly neighbor. You guys can fill in the blanks.
Right. Yeah.
Let me say something.
Yo, that neighbor would have a bad time. They're going to have a bad time for the next however long I'm in that Airbnb. I'm finna play loud-ass music.
No, this is when they was about to check out, right?
They were leaving.
Oh, they were leaving.
They were leaving.
Oh.
Did it cause them to miss their flight, or do you know?
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. But what it reminds me of too much. It reminds me of the Starbucks situation in fucking Philadelphia, where the 2 guys, well-educated guys, about their business, right, got fucking arrested because they didn't order shit. Do you know how many times I've been in Starbucks doing work and I've seen people not ordering shit around me? Yeah. I always order shit.
It happens all the time.
Because I drink fucking coffee and chai tea and shit. So I need that, especially because usually if I'm in Starbucks for work. I'm in there working on the book. I'm in there grading papers. I'm doing something that require I work
and that's really strange.
in that situation.
That's really strange to me because when you think about do I have to order something right when I walk in? Can I not
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, can I just sit down for a little bit and then decide to get a coffee, or maybe I don't want to buy anything. I just come in.
And most
some people just come in and use the damn Wi-Fi.
But if I don't, but if I'm not being bothersome, let me be. And also, if you let me be, I probably will come back and I will buy something.
Of course,
this is a nice little spot. Let's go.
That wasn't their first time there. They've been there several times before.
Right.
And the thing with them not ordering is they were waiting on their third business partner. That's who they were actually waiting on. So most people being nice, because I've had meetings at Starbucks before, I'm waiting for the person that I'm waiting for. Once they get there, I'm going to go ahead and offer, because I'm a gentleman. Hey, can I get you want something too?
Mm-hmm.
So what have we learned, children? Don't be late.
Fucking crazy. It reminds me of, what was the other situation? The black women on the golf course who the police got called on them because they were playing too slowly.
Oh, did you hear about this? The woman who called the police on these people having a barbecue, and when they got there,
that was recent.
Yeah,
that was in Oakland, wasn't it?
That was recent.
Yeah, it was, and she told the police that they would, whether they shoved her or some shit like that.
Speaking of, let me tell you how much. Or show you how much this country ain't shit. Did you hear about the story at Yale? So the common rooms, right? Where they have all the, most people
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The dude sleeping on the couch.
I thought it was a female.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, the female sleeping on the couch. And they
the female Yale student sleeping on the couch in the what is it? The common room.
Yeah.
You know how many times motherfuckers fall asleep studying or doing some shit, and what you calling a cop? You seen me before. I go here. You just think I just walked on Yale's campus and fell the fuck asleep? And even if I did, am I doing something to you? Am I a threat?
Not doing anything wrong.
When I get up, I'm gonna be very angry. I'm gonna
turn into the fucking Hulk. What the fuck?
I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up and fuck some shit.
Go into your fucking room, you nosy ass college student, lock your fucking door, report something to the front desk or the RA or whoever the hell. But why are you calling the cops? That doesn't even seem like a logical next step.
It's not.
You're on a fucking college campus. What are you calling the cops for? Before she went to sleep, did she say, bitch, when I wake up, I'm going to kill your ass?
I'm going to kill your ass when I get up from this nap.
I seen that DM you sent.
I'm going to kill you in about 4 hours.
I seen that fucking DM you sent to my man, bitch.
That's a long nap. That's like almost sleep for some people.
All right, let's continue. This is going to be the last shit. That's where I'm done after this. Nordstrom Rack falsely accuses 3 black teens of stealing. So the president of Nordstrom Rack flew to St. Louis personally to apologize to 3 black males for the store falsely accusing them of stealing.
How do you get falsely accused of stealing?
So let me think about these bullshit apologies.
So 3 young kings, I think they were juniors or seniors, went into Nordstrom Racks looking for clothes or items to complete their attire for prom. Okay? So they were getting ready to go to prom.
Right.
As soon as they got in the store, they were followed by 2 employees. One of the employees contacted the police. Get this. After they all purchased clothing with legitimate money, with the receipt, and they walked outside, guess who was there? The fucking cops. First of all, Nordstrom Rack. First of all, what the fuck is a Nordstrom Rack? I know what you are, but I don't know what you are. I know Nordstrom's. What's a Nordstrom Rack? That's a cheap
almost
shit,
like,
right?
It's almost like an outlet.
Yeah. So that's the outdated, out of season shit. Okay, cool. You're trash. Okay?
Super trash.
You're trash. People don't support Nordstrom Rack. Just for this situation. And this situation took place in St. Louis. All over the fucking country if you are a fan of the 3 Bearded Kings. I'm not asking you to boycott. I'm just asking you not to shop at a fucking Nordstrom Rack. First of all, I don't know how to shop at Nordstrom Rack. Where are you? We don't have one here, do we?
We
got one here?
There's one out there by Old Court.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Really?
Okay, well, I'm not out in the Old Court area
It's
anyway.
Been over for has it been over for a year yet? Okay.
So are they actually owned by Nordstrom?
Yes.
They are. Mm-hmm. Fuck, I like Nordstrom's a lot. Fuck, you're going to make me boycott shit I like.
Whoa.
Let me reevaluate this.
You
guys.
can boycott it in person, but you can order online. Yeah.
I like that shit. So
you're onto something.
Tell me this, guys. Don't most department stores have loss prevention?
Yeah.
Should. Yeah.
Where was loss prevention? Because loss prevention is the one that initially makes contact with whoever they think is stealing, and then based on the amount that they find that you have stolen, or that they can prove or assume you stole, that's when they get the police involved.
Yeah.
Which will determine if you actually get charged with anything, and it's also the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony.
And they made a legitimate purchase. With
they made a purchase.
Everything.
Yes. No counterfeit bills. They have a receipt. I wish I would walk into a fucking store and someone would fucking follow me.
Oh, man, I'd give them all kinds of grief.
So much pain to them verbally. They'll probably quit.
I'm about to have a roast session on somebody's ass. I'm going to fire somebody's ass up.
Yeah, and then tag us in. Put us on FaceTime and tag us in. And we're going to roast their ass too. Put it on speakerphone.
Hell yeah.
And then record it too. And we'll put it for our Patreon supporters. Straight up. Anyways, all right, I'm done with the shit. Let's get into our This Is America analysis. Shout out to Childish Gambino. All right, Kings. Childish Gambino. He's been fucking us all season long with fucking Atlanta.
Oh my God. Have you all seen every? Have y'all seen?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, that was the season finale. Just
I haven't seen. I need to watch all the episodes. I only watched like 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh man.
But I watched all season 1. That's fucking an excellent show.
Absolutely, and we'll talk about that on the Super Facts. See us on YouTube, guys. But let's focus on This Is America. So Childish Gambino, his last album, pretty fucking good. He was on some Funkadelic, Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire,
right?
High pitched falsetto shit, but he's originally a hip hop artist. A lot of people don't know that. Listen to his album. This Is the Internet. He has some bangers on there. He can also freestyle, like off the top of the dome. Very talented.
Right.
But this video is crazy. First of all, Will, how many fucking views on YouTube does this shit have?
105 million.
Say that again.
105 million.
It's only been out like a week.
And you see that if you see the name, it's published under Donald Glover. So you talk about YouTube streams, and you talk about getting paid.
Get paid.
Young Gambino get paid.
Yo, ever since we mentioned that Dolph shit, there's been like multiple topics.
Get paid. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be seeing a pretty nice fucking check from this.
YouTube, yeah.
So let's talk about the video. First of all, this shit starts out, and I'm like, okay, you see the black dude with the bald head, thick beard. A lot of people thought that was Trayvon Martin's dad. It is not. It's an actual artist. I think out of the LA area, if I'm not mistaken. He's on a guitar.
That would have been dope if it was, by the way.
It would have been dope. He's got the white linen pants on. He's got his Jesus sandals on. I'm like, okay, this is going to be dope. And then you see Childish Gambino with his back to the camera, and he doesn't have on a shirt. I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Okay. His pants, I'm like, those are some different pants. Maybe that's some type of pants they sell at Nordstrom Rack. I'm not really sure, but they look like some old like war type,
like some
Confederate
slave pants.
type, yeah, or some slave fucking. Those aren't pants; those are slacks. That's what that is. So he had some slacks on.
Well, that's what I was thinking. He was trying to imply was like some old like slavery type of.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Okay. So then he starts busting out with these, and as we're going through, rewinding the fucking video to see all of the fucking images.
Right.
And so let's talk symbolism. Symbolism. First, 2 fucking chains on. You think he just have the chains on? Yeah, we're going to get to that. You think he has the jewelry on just because? Or you think it symbolizes something? I thought the chain symbolized, one, he's from fucking Atlanta. He really is from Atlanta. So I thought that was almost like a shout out to 2 Chainz. I know that sounds weird, but I felt like he's always representing Atlanta. Obviously, the name of his fucking hit show is Atlanta. But I felt like those 2 Chainz is the reason why a lot of people don't wear chains.
Because like throughout the song, like he's making references to a lot of artists in the song.
He is. And there's a lot of fucking artists on the song actually from Atlanta. We were talking about that. Fucking Young Thug is on there.
Yeah, that's Young Thug at the end.
Savage, 21 Savage is on there. He's from Atlanta. Who else is fucking on there? There's somebody else. They do like ad libs. I actually think Black Boy JB.
Black Boy JB in the second verse.
Is he originally from Memphis though, right?
Yeah, he's
But Memphis,
from
Atlanta,
Memphis.
down the street. You're our cousin.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah.
Who else is on there? Who'd you say was on there?
Is OJ the Juice Man on there with the ad lib? Maybe not.
Juice Man?
Maybe not.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Juice Man's
Hey,
still
so
alive.
the first episode, either the first or second episode of Atlanta has the OJ not from the first season. Has the OJ the Juice Man.
I think it's the first. It might be the first episode.
I think it's the first episode. Yeah.
On the first season?
Yes.
And that song actually didn't sound too bad. Actually.
I was like, oh shit, this bumping.
Yeah.
And if it is OJ the Juice Man, he's from fucking Atlanta. So that makes sense.
Exactly.
And even on the show, he had the Migos on there first season. So yeah, he does a lot for Atlanta. He definitely represents that culture. But I also feel like the 2 Chainz represented slavery or bondage, which is the reason why artists like Big Crit, who's super dope, Lupe Fiasco, David Banner, that's the reason they explain they don't wear chains because it symbolizes bondage. And if we're honest, there are a lot of entertainers, especially black entertainers, rappers, who spend all this fucking money on jewelry, but when something happens to them, their family has to do a fucking GoFundMe. And I'm so confused. He had $1 million in jewelry, $500,000 in cars, because once you realize the game, a fucking record label and a deal is really nothing but debt.
Which reminds me
it's an advancement. It's debt.
Reminds me of Joel Santana's situation. His mom had to put a house up to bond him out.
What the fuck?
To bond him out of jail when he got that charge for the guns at the airport.
You know, and I don't know how close the Dipset are, but I'm gonna put that on them too. Like, there's no way you let Jules Santana, who was one of the reasons why y'all fucking blew up. All right, anyways, we'll talk about that later.
I know it's
All right,
off topic, but
I'm
just throwing it out there.
All right, what'd you guys think about the dancing? Like, he was killing the shit. I didn't know he could dance. Like, personally, I've never seen Childish Gambino dance before. I've seen his previous.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
He was getting it though.
It was weird.
And he was hitting all the new dances. I will say that.
Yeah. He was hitting all the new dances, but he also was doing like some African shit too. Did you catch that? Like with the kids around him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I see it. And if we think about the whole slavery,
actually might have been my favorite part was with the kids.
If you think about the whole slavery situation, or I'm looking for a better word than slavery.
Imprisonment.
Whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, basically, the dance they were doing basically comes from South Africa, and so there's a lot of juxtaposition between the two of them, between fucking genocide, maybe. I think that's the word. Maybe I was looking for it. Maybe genocide. Or maybe Donald Glover is saying there's genocide going on in America right now, but nobody's saying shit. Speaking of genocide, that first fucking shooting. So the guy who we thought was Trayvon Martin's dad, who wasn't playing a guitar, it comes back to him. He has a fucking sack tied over his head, no shoes on, looks like he's gotten his ass whooped, and then he gets shot. Will, what were you going to say about that fucking stance that so many memes are out here, like, making fun of?
First off, I saw a meme that that they were doing this stance, and it said he was holding a remote control and said, "When the battery's on your remote control, you got."
I seen that shit.
So.
That shit's funny.
You get on at the angle here.
I seen that shit. That shit is funny. Do you know where it actually comes from, though?
I just drew a blank. The poster.
What poster?
Shit.
Are you doing the
poster?
King Tyler?
You were doing the snap, the jazzy finger snap.
Hey, we repping for Atlanta today. It's the Jim Crow poster. When they were doing minstrel shows and shit. Yeah. So that was the original Jim Crow poster. So again, back to the slavery shit, genocide, racism, discrimination, bigotry. Like, there's so many fucking symbols going on in there. I actually thought, seeing that image, for some reason it made me think of like journalists. You know, these American journalists go overseas and they're like in the midst of these fucking wars, like reporting, and next thing you know, their ass is getting tied up, and then on video, a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, where's the subtitles? And then boom, I'm like, damn, I don't want to watch that shit. It reminded me, damn, how old was I? You guys remember fucking Daniel Pearl, journalist for the New York Times?
No, Playboy.
He got brutally murdered. Listeners, look that up. Daniel Pearl. I think his last name was Pearl. New York Times. They sent the video to his wife.
Wait, who killed him?
It was like Afghanistan or some shit. He like went overseas, was reporting for the New York Times, and he got captured and
when did this happen?
Murdered.
What year
this was years ago, long time ago.
Actually, that does happen for me. Actually,
long time ago. I don't know why that stood out so much. I think it obviously still happens now, but I think we're jaded to it, to the point where just like, you know, the Chicago shit that we dealt with for season 1.
That's real fucked up.
What's that?
I thought reporters are off limits.
Yeah, it's not like they're a fucking threat.
Yeah,
they're not a threat at all. Like,
God damn, that's savage as fuck. There was a fucking bombing, was it today or yesterday, in Indonesia? Anyway, that's off topic. Go ahead.
All right. So after he shoots the guy, you good?
Yeah, it's just hot.
It feels like the air went off. Nevertheless, after he shoots the guy, this kid comes with this beautiful red cloth, grabs the gun,
cleans it up.
Cleans it, but it's like he's taking care of it like a fucking baby. What is that shit about? He does it again on a second shooting, too, and we'll talk about that in a sec.
That may symbolize how it's so easy to access guns in America.
Not only access guns,
but
that we give a fuck about guns in this country.
Exactly.
Not only give a fuck.
That we care so much about it.
And me and my wife have talked about this before. It seems like in America, people care about guns more than they care about people or human lives, and their fucking pets more than they care about fucking human lives.
Yo, people be like, they see a dead dog, man. They be going crazy.
Oh, they go crazy.
You can see a mass murder, like, damn.
Did you see the shit with the sheriff shooting the
I forget what
in the
was
middle
it?
of the road? Was it a possum or no? It was a groundhog.
Yeah,
A fucking groundhog, and like people were going like crazy. He didn't have to shoot him.
But they see a policeman kill a black man.
It's a fucking groundhog.
But they see a policeman kill a black man, and they act like it's another fucking video.
I don't give a fuck about a groundhog.
Yeah.
I will say this, he shouldn't have shot it, but there's a lot of motherfuckers that shouldn't have got shot.
And Stephon Clark. He got fucking shot. And we're going to talk about Stephon Clark in a minute, too. All right. So the gun handler shit. Then so the dancing serves as really like a distraction. So the first time you saw the video, and you guys tell me if it's different. First time I saw the video, first of all, I'm jamming to the song.
Exactly.
The music is fucking excellent.
I was different.
I'm hearing African drums. He's not really rapping on there, but I'm vibing with the music.
Childish Gambino sounds different on every song he does.
He's a chameleon.
Yeah.
50 told me go ahead and switch the style up, and if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up. Hey, remember that. But anyway, so I was listening to the song, but I was like, there's some symbolism going on here. I was like, what the fuck is going on in the background? Because it's like fucking chaos in the background.
You were doing that on the first watch?
The first watch,
Yeah, okay.
I immediately was like, what the fuck is going on in the background? I'm looking at him, but I rewinded a couple times just to like see, because it's like so far in the back, but it's like, if you look at the background and like actually just kind of like move him out the way, it's fucking chaos going on in the background.
So much going on.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And so I didn't do that till the second or third watch, really.
Yeah,
and so go ahead.
I was gonna say my first watch. Well, first off, the first thing I saw was an Instagram clip of the video, and it was a clip of the part where he shot the choir.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that.
So when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, why is he shooting up a choir?
Two things with that. Mm-hmm. First, you notice how they were very happy, as most choirs are, right? Mm-hmm. Right, as they're singing. Right. And I felt like that was, and maybe I'm digging too deep into the shit, but I felt like it was a poke at religion, specifically African American religion in the South. Again, he's from Atlanta. He represents Atlanta. He symbolizes Atlanta, and it's a lot of that shit in there. I feel like at a certain point, African Americans have aligned themselves so much with Christianity that there is no real connection to God. So I feel like we do religion very well. We don't do God very well. I feel like the only time we actually have access to God is when we go to church. Which, if the only time you actually have a conversation or feel or can speak with God when you're at church, means you really don't have an effective relationship with God.
And I've said that before. It's like God. What I feel like is God is going to judge you off of what you do outside of church.
Right.
Because
everybody can look great and look holier than thou at church. What are you doing outside of church?
Everybody can go sit in the building and praise God for like an hour or two. Right. But what are you doing outside of church? Are you still living through God? Are you still living through God outside of church? Is what it boils down to. Mm-hmm. Not what you're doing in the building for 2 hours.
Facts.
But back to the choir.
So that was one thing, was the religion. The second thing, and I think the most obvious with him shooting them, the fucking Dylan Roof situation.
Yeah, because it was 9 of them.
Right.
That's the other thing. That's what I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed. I said, how many people did he shoot? Yeah, and I rewind. I said, one. And I was like, okay, it was 9.
Yeah, because like you said, when I saw that, I went and watched the video. The second time I saw was when I actually caught that it was 9 of them. Now I was like, oh, he's the Dylan.
And what did he shoot him with? An assault rifle.
Rifle. It was exactly what he shot him.
And again, he had the handler come take it with the big red cloth, wiped it off, took it away, carried it like a newborn baby. Exactly. Said, damn, they taking care of these motherfucking guns because obviously they're more important. Background shit. So we got the gun handler. We got all this chaos, riots going on. A lot of police cars everywhere. That means something. I think I seen kids on top of a car making it fucking rain.
Yep.
There was a lot of shit going on. The part where he said, this is a celly, this is a tool, I feel like that talked about Stephon Clark's situation. It also was, and again, if you've heard Childish Gambino's not last album, but the album before, his hip-hop album, which was This Is the Internet, he has a understanding of social media a lot deeper than most people. And so a cell phone can actually be a positive tool, or it could be a fucking distraction, like all that fucking dancing he was doing, that good ass dancing he was doing. I didn't know Donald Glover can move like that. Pause.
Yeah, and like you said before, the dancing was used as basically what America is like entertainment is a distraction from what's actually going on from the real issues in America.
Cars on fucking fire, which reminded me of my first time visiting Detroit. What up, Detroit? Wait. 313, fuck free world. Yes. No, it was a house on fire. I never told you that story?
No.
All right, I'll tell you off air.
You know what that reminds me of? 8 Mile when they set the house on fire.
Like literally, there was a house on fire, and there were people not too far away from the house waiting, like there was like a bus stop there.
Yo,
they didn't give a fuck.
Are you sure they weren't shooting 8 Mile when you saw that house on fire?
Nope, I didn't see any cameras.
Yo, Detroit has been fucked up for a long time. My uncle told me
they're doing a lot better now.
Told me a story about getting a rental car. This is like in the late 80s, early 90s. We had a family reunion up there. I don't know. We haven't had one since, I don't think. But anyway.
My family reunion was in Detroit this year. Keep going.
And he fucking parks his car for 5 minutes, goes inside, and fucking comes back down. His car's gone. They stole his rental car in like 5 fucking minminutes. Yeah. They're quick up there.
Detroit is definitely rough. But once again, I think Detroit definitely is getting a lot better. Shout out to Detroit, 313, fuck free world. Cars on fucking fire. Fucking white horse. I think a lot of people caught this. You know, when they finally seen it. Hey, what the fuck is there a white horse with a guy on top? So basically that was supposed to be symbolic for the apocalypse. So it comes from Revelation 6:8. Let me see if I have it. I'm going to read this shit. Nope, that's not it. Revelation 6:8. Here it is. Y'all want the King James version? Yeah, let me give it to you.
What about the King Tyler version?
You haven't published that yet, sir.
You're right.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. So have you guys read all of Revelations before in your past?
Man, I can't remember. I have before, though. Yeah.
You? Okay. Well, basically, listeners, read Revelations if you haven't. That comes from Revelation 6:8. Just know that that symbolizes some dark times. Not necessarily are even coming, but are present. Like, we could be in the shit.
Yeah.
We definitely could be in the shit right now.
I mean, look at this word. It's evil. Like it's surrounded by evil.
It's
everywhere.
very evil. Yep.
Very evil.
Very evil. So just like we have a theme for the show, I feel like that's the theme for the world is fucking good versus evil. And right now it feels like evil is winning, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
After all of the shit, he smokes a cigarette.
That's a joint.
Oh, was it a joint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't smoke. I don't know.
I don't either.
Will would know. Anyways.
Wait, hold on, though.
Huh?
You are the weed man. I mean, just saying.
Where the weed at?
No, I mean you can obviously you can tell that's a joint.
Why you stuttering?
It's not a cigarette.
I couldn't tell. Look like a fucking cigarette to me. Smoking, you smoking. What did you guys think that symbolized? The cigarette or the weed or whatever the fuck he was smoking?
I have no idea.
I just felt like
I didn't think, I
didn't
didn't
think
really,
anything?
Yeah, I don't really think that deep into that part because I was thinking about all the other shit that was going on in it. I didn't really think about that.
he looked really fucking relaxed when he was.
I don't know,
doing
man.
it.
After killing like 10 people, and doing all that dancing, I'd probably need a joint too. Shit.
Well, I just felt like it was really relaxed. Like, the notion of smoking a fucking cigarette or smoking weed or whatever, is after, you have some good sex, some good loving, right? And then so like afterwards, it's just like, man, man, that shit was good. I felt like with him symbolizing America through the killing and the entire video is that like after all of that shit, smoke a fucking cigarette. Smoke a fucking cigarette. The last two parts. SZA, beautiful queen. SZA, oh, so fine. SZA was on top of the hood of the car. Did you see that shit? Y'all didn't catch SZA?
I don't really even know what she looks like, to be honest.
I know exactly how she looks, but I don't remember seeing her on the hood of the car.
I'm not that big on shit like that, to be honest.
Wait, no, I know what you're talking about because I saw it because I remember I read the comments after I watched the video for like the third time.
Right.
And people were asking, is that SZA? And a lot of people were saying, no, it wasn't her.
That's her.
The hood of the car. Okay.
That's her. Yeah. Looking gorgeous as ever. What the fuck does that symbolize?
SZA?
It was really, really quick. It could mean a couple of things. It could mean that through all of this shit, because Donald Glover's still a black man, that black women are always there to support and always will. It also could mean that black women are taking over because right before his ass is running and he's being chased through pitch black by multiple people. What do you think that very, very last scene meant with him running?
That was weird to me. I was wondering what was that supposed to mean. I was hoping he would like do a video and break down all this.
He's
everything.
not going to do it.
He's not.
I know. That's why I was like,
he won't do it for a show. He's definitely not going to do it for that fucking video.
What I thought, I kind of kept it simple on that thought. It's just that all the things that black people chase, or the things that chase black men in America, all the demons that chase our our race in America.
So then, by the end, do you feel like he transformed from "This is America," or him symbolizing America, to "No, you're not fucking America. You are a black man"?
Yeah.
We can go more in depth with this shit, because it's just that much shit, and maybe we'll revisit some things on this in future episodes. But applause to fucking Childish Gambino, super fucking dope. You're a savant. You're a genius. You're starting to become a very good artist as far as the music is concerned.
So talented.
So talented. All right.
Civil rights guaranteed, then not be a sit-in. I'd have a Bible and a gun, watching my brothers picket, burning Jim Crow signs and tearing police tickets, quoting Malcolm X speeches at my own place of business.